Manav Rachna presents New Age Parenting.
Hello and a very warm welcome to New Age Parenting. Today I want to talk about issues related to teenage kids and parents. What parents are complaining in today's time is that these kids are not understanding, and these kind of generation gaps have always been there. So whatever parents say, kids are not realizing. What we need to understand is that what we faced as a generation gap is today not a generation gap. It's a different generation. It's a new era. Even if these kids have become very demanding, we have to understand because they have a different purpose. And a lot of parents whom I meet, in fact, talk about that what they used to feel was wrong with their parents, today they feel it was right, and they want to implement the same kind of parenting style to their children. And there they are failing, because whatever was right and maybe not right for us also at that time, today it cannot be right. In fact, these are the kids who are going to tell us how to parent them. Allow them. Through them only we'll understand what is to be done with them. In fact, at times we are a major roadblock in our child's growth. This is something, a very, very new belief which we need to explore. Try changing it for some time. You will find the results. Within 15 days, if you will remove yourself from your child's path and just be the guide, you will find the change in your child's life and his attitude. Try these few things. In fact, they will start bringing change in your child's life. Today, we will be talking about handling pressure. So let's move over to soul searching. Pressure is natural. This is the belief system our generation has come up with. We've lived with this belief system, and we've always taken pressure as natural, and we continue to fight it, we continue to take it, and we continue to live through it. And when we pass through those challenges, those pressures, we say, oh, we passed it. But we don't realize that taking this pressure takes a toll not only on our physical body, but also on our emotional and mental body. And somewhere we need to understand that this kind of pressure actually, when gets transferred to the child's life, it can be very, very harmful. What is happening in the world outside today with these kids? Let's explore.
Pressure in today's life has been accepted as a norm. Most of the parents feel they have to pressurize their child to study. Otherwise, they remain distracted by so many gadgets and information. In this process, parents themselves get pressurized, especially the mothers. Now, if you look at the child, he's bombarded with all the pressures. Pressures from parents and teachers. Peer pressure, pressure of the parents, which affects the child deeply. What really happens to the child under all these pressures? Let's explore.
And as promised in Soul Searching, today we have two special guests. So we have Siddharth Chopra, who is a student of Manav Rachna Engineering College, and we have Sanjeevni, who is a consultant with Manav Rachna University. A very warm welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Siddharth, we start with you. We've been talking about pressures among kids, among youth today. What do you think is the underlying main reason for the pressure on kids today?
Ma'am, basically if I talk about pressure, then in this competitive world, first prioritizing the pressure under is the competition which we get about from the society. Secondly, when it comes to our home, then the parents are having a lot of comparison that her daughter have done doctorate, her son had done engineering, and they are placed in a very good companies. What about you? Why are you sitting idle at the home? So such sort of the pressures develop in our mind. Apart from that, when we enter upon a social world, there is another pressure. That is health regarding things. When we are entering into a public, they are looking after us just from the outer look. They don't bother about what is the character of the person. They just don't bother about how he speaks, what he want to convey. But what they look after is how much is the height of the person.
How he's coming across, how he looks. What is the underlying emotion behind all these pressures? Is it somewhere fear?
I think so. I think that we are pressing for our youth to conform to something, and there is a general conception that children are extension of us, so that we want our aspirations, our goals to be met by them, and that kind of makes that creates that pressure for them. However, having said that, pressure is very subjective, because I've had people in my sessions where one person under the same stimulus has given me fabulous results, and the other person has walked out. So as I said, it is very subjective. However, it is very important to understand that each person has an inherent potential.
What you're trying to say is that the pressures were created, so there was one person who was able to move through it,
Yes.
and one person who just couldn't handle it.
Yes.
No, but I also want to know that if a person is able to move through it, what happens to him in the end? Because pressure of any kind is somewhere harming.
But a lot of people also say I perform very well under pressure. We study 8 hours before the exam and we perform very well.
But then they burn out. Even if the child is able to perform very nicely, able to take the pressure, and move through it, what ultimately happens to him? But I would like to ask you, Siddharth, is that when the pressure is being built up, maybe outer or whatever, whichever the stimulus is, what really happens to the person? What is it you go through?
Whenever there is a pressure over me, I just search upon someone whom I can discuss the things with. It can be parents, can be friends, can be teachers too. But a lot of things are there which we have to think before we speak in front of parents. So we search out some outer support or an external person who can guide us and can get it out from that. If not, then with the course of time we develop an endurance within us. That endurance is for lifetime because it is developed by self. If it is developed by someone else, it adds on to our experience too. So in both the cases, the pressure becomes good only if we pass it by self, by thinking that okay, then these are the problems people are facing out. Every person have to face one or the other problem in their life. It's not we who are unique, but it's our way that will be defining us as unique.
Are they equipped, these new age kids, to create these internal mechanisms, or do they really need some outside help?
You have to enable the child from the very beginning. So parents come in, the teachers have to equip them, and then eventually when they come into university. But the end goal is to make a person who is very deep rooted in values. Okay, what are they going to be in 20 years, in 30 years from now? Will they be people who can help other people? Are they people of strong character? That is important. So if that pressure at some point is helping them become stronger and stronger, like when you're climbing your first mountain will be very difficult. Slowly, when you start building your strength and your endurance, you can scale higher and higher mountains.
Yes, and in fact, it can be an adventure.
It can be an adventure.
Somewhere
yes.
we've taken climbing up the mountain as a difficult task.
Yes.
Has anyone ever been able to tell us that any challenge is not a difficulty, it can be an adventure? It is said that child learns from father,
Yes.
Child follows father.
Yes.
Have we as elders, as adults, learned to handle our pressures and let go, or we are unnecessarily creating fears which we had, because today the atmosphere has changed? Is the world really that competitive the way it was when we were there, or it has changed?
Now, what is important is to strike a balance and to focus towards it. That yes, this is an individual whose life I'm going to create, and I'm going to create a person who is very, very strong in terms of character. So this is the time we must imbibe those values in our child. And those values, of course, on a surface level, the school does a lot. They will teach you how to pray, they will teach you how to get along, they will teach you how to extend a compassionate hand, because they will have a lot of initiatives where children are taken out to
Help each
underprivileged
other,
children,
yeah.
etc. So it's not that schools don't do it. but that reinforcement has to come from home.
Do you think really that your contemporaries have those values which will be helpful in handling the pressures?
Ma'am, absolutely I will agree upon it, but I would like to add something to it. When it comes to us, we listen from the source what are the values and we mold them according to us.
What kind of values do you people have or your generation has? What do you think are values? But till the time we come back, we'll take a short break. Stay tuned.
Manav Rachna presents New Age Parenting.